Namaste. Let us work out one of the important problems where there are many adjustments in a single entry system. The books of Kumar showed the following figures. So they have given opening balances and closing balances. But you should be very careful while looking at the problem because opening balances of debtors and creditors is not given. So what we are supposed to do? First find out this, then we can prepare opening balance sheet. So we have to find out these two things. Okay, remember that. Then, um, okay, sundry assets opening and closing same. So there is no depreciation as such. The cash book showed the following figures. Receipts from debtors. Where does it appear? Cash book as well as debtors. Private dividend paid in. So the proprietor, what he does, his uh, personal private dividend, he is again pumping into the business. So that becomes his additional capital. So additional capital, right? So cash book it appears because cash comes into the business and balance sheet as additional capital. Indirect expenses. We have to make the payment. So cash book and profit and loss account. Drawings, cash book as well as balance sheet because we are giving the cash to the proprietor for his personal use, correct? Cash is going out, cash book. Balance sheet in the capital while determining the capital. So payment to the creditors, cash book and creditors account. Discount allowed by them. By whom? By the creditors. In the sense, creditors are giving the discount. That means discount received or paid. Discount received it is. Discount received. So here what happens? Creditors account and profit and loss account. So always remember, usually discount allowed by the creditors, they'll not give us the cash. So it will not come in the cash book. But creditors account, they show it. Additional information they said, cost of goods sold during the year 1,05,300. So till here we haven't got this. So when the cost of goods sold comes, you should always remember cost of goods sold is equal to opening stock, add purchases, add any additional direct expenses, less closing stock. Okay, so they have given this. And they say Kumar maintains a steady gross profit at the rate of 25% on the sale. What do you mean by that? There is gross profit. 25% is the gross profit on sales. But in this problem, they haven't mentioned sales. So, by using the second point information, we have to find out sales. Look at the third one. Bad debts written off during the year 400 and past debt recovered rupees 200. That means bad debts written off. So you know, where do we write? Profit and loss account. Okay, it will not come in the cash book because bad debts written off. And past debt recovered. Past debt recovered means what? We thought it is a bad debt, but we received it surprisingly. So cash comes into the business, right? So past debt recovered, cash book we have to write as a receipt, and profit and loss account, credit side we have to show as an income. Clear? This cash book and profit and loss account it comes. Bad debts written off, profit and loss account. Only profit and loss account we have to show. You are required to prepare trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet. So I told you, first thing we should understand whether we have sufficient information to prepare the opening balance sheet. Here we don't have, correct? So what we are supposed to do? We have to prepare the cash book. Why do we prepare the cash book? Because we don't know the other information for calculating debtors and creditors account. From cash book we can take the information. Okay, let us prepare the cash book. So opening balance, two balance brought down, it is given. Two debtors. So cash book, you know, this is the receipt side. So debtors, cash receipt from the debtors we are writing. Two capital, that is additional capital, dividend he has invested in the business, receipt. Bad debts recovered, we are writing. On the credit side, by indirect expenses, by drawings, by creditors, cash paid to creditors, and cash book closing balance is given. Correct? Just see here. Cash book closing balance 19,950. It is given. So there is no problem at all. So here what we are supposed to do is in the cash book closing balance is given. So we have to make the total of both the sides 1,56,200 and the balancing figure, see, it appears on the debit side 14,600. So this is considered as cash sales. So the balancing figure, because in the cash book what happens here, just see, debit side, that is receipt is more than the payment. Correct? And they said opening balance also they said and closing balance also they have given. So additional cash what we generate, it is obviously through the sales. Right? No? When we are making the sales, then only we get additional cash. So the balancing figure will be cash sales. And this is very important, cash sales. Remember this 14,600. So we prepared cash book. Okay, cash book is done. Next, we have to prepare debtors and creditors account. So for debtors and creditors account, we require the information. What is the credit purchases and credit sales? So they have given a hint. So by using the hint, let us find out what is the credit purchases and credit sales. Okay, here the rate of gross profit is 25% on sales. They have given this. That means what? Profit is 25% on sale. If sale is 100, profit is 25. Clear? 25% on sales. Right? Sale is 100, profit is 25. What would be the cost? You know, the cost is 100 minus 25, that is 75. Correct? 75 is the cost. So 25 is the profit. So selling price is 100. Correct? The important thing is the cost, that is 75. So you have to identify here, when cost is 75, sale is 100. Correct? No? Because here see, this one. The cost is 75. So cost is 75. What is the sale? 100. Sales is 100. But what they said, cost of goods sold. What is the cost? Total cost of goods sold. Cost is 1,05,300. Then what is the sales? Cross multiplication. How do we do cross multiplication? 1,05,300 into 100 divided by 75. Okay. So we got 1,40,400. So what is this? This is the total sales. Clear? If the total cost of the business is this much, total sales would be this much. So total sales we got. From total sales, if we are deducting cash sales, then we get credit sales. Correct? So what is the total sale? 1,40,400. Cash sales 14,600. I told you from cash book, whatever extra the balance we got, the balance that is the additional receipt. Balancing figure of cash book is considered as cash sales. So we are writing here 14,600. So total sales, from total sales, if we are deducting the cash sales, then we got credit sales. Is it clear? So credit sale is equal to total sale minus cash sale. Now we have to calculate credit purchases. Okay. How do we calculate credit purchases? See, you know, in the trading account. In the trading account, usually opening stock, purchases, direct expenses, sales, closing stock, all those things will be there, right? So same thing. Cost of goods sold is equal to opening stock add purchases less closing stock. So usually opening stock, add purchases, add direct expenses, less closing stock. So let us apply the same formula here. Now we have to calculate what is the purchases, right? So the same formula, purchases, let it be here, purchases. Purchases is equal to cost of goods sold, see here, plus opening stock is there, plus opening stock is there. So here when it comes, it will be minus opening stock, right? So cost of goods sold minus opening stock. Here minus closing stock is there. When it goes other side, it will be less closing stock. Is it clear? If you are keeping the purchases here, then everything should move to the other side. So cost of goods sold. So opening stock, when it goes that side, what happens? Minus opening stock. So when closing stock, it is already minus closing stock, no? When it goes the other side, it becomes plus closing stock. So 1,05,000 purchases is equal to closing cost of goods sold minus opening stock less closing stock, right? The same thing here. 1,05,300 minus 20,000 plus 25,000, so 1,10,300. So this is the purchases, total purchases or credit purchases, because they haven't mentioned what is the cash purchases. So we can, if they would have mentioned, we can we could have calculated. Here total purchases we got, so we can consider it as a credit purchases or cash purchases, whatever it is. So we got total purchases. Now with the help of this, see why these credit purchases and credit sales are important for us, because we don't know the opening balances, right? In the problem they haven't mentioned the opening balances. In order to find out the opening balance, all other information we require, that is cash received or paid, closing balance, credit purchases and credit sales. So here what we do is, in order to find out the opening balance, we require credit sales, right? So we have to find out first, okay? Then we can start working out here. See, total debtors account. So debtors, cash received from the debtors 1,36,000, bad debts 400, right? Then bad debts recovered we are not writing here. Again credit sales we got here, correct? 1,25,800 credit sales we got. Closing balance it is given, so total is 1,71,400 both the sides, and the balancing figure will be the opening balance. Clear? So this is the opening balance. Same thing for creditors. Creditors to cash account, that is cash paid to creditors. So creditors account we are writing. Then to discount account, that is discount allowed by them. That means what? We are receiving the discount, creditors. Then closing balance is there. Then credit purchases we got, we calculated. So the balancing figure will be the opening creditors. Clear? So opening debtors 45,600, opening creditors 21,400. So we can prepare the opening balance sheet. So here creditors 21,400 and debtors 45,600. Sorry. Sorry for the interruption. Actually, there was print mistake. So creditors 21,400 and debtors 45,600. Okay. So cash and bank opening balances we are writing, stock, then sundry assets we wrote. So both the sides total is 72,000, right? So here the capital, opening capital will be the balancing figure. So this will be the balancing figure, 50,600. Clear? So we got now the opening capital. Okay. So cash book we have already prepared, right? That was the first thing we did, cash book. It's done. Then we calculated credit purchases and credit sales. Then we calculated the opening balances of debtors and creditors. Then we calculated opening capital, right? Now let us move to the trading and profit and loss account. Here Opening stock, we are writing purchases. What is the purchases? 1,10,300. We got it, right? So when we are working out the problem, you should be very careful whether we are able to do this or not, because sometimes there might be some kind of confusions. So for that reason, it should be like very careful. 1,10,300. Then sales, cash sales is given, credit sales is given. So total sales, closing stock is given. So the balancing figure will be the gross profit. Gross profit brought down. After that, indirect expenses we are writing, bad debts we are writing. On the credit side, so whatever is the gain, bad debts recovered, discount received. Clear? So this is the gain side, this is the expenses or losses. Then balance sheet. In the balance sheet, liabilities side, so capital, opening capital from the opening balance sheet, additional capital. This is the dividend. You must be knowing dividend, the proprietor puts into the business. Add net profit 16,450. Yes, here there is. Then drawings. We have to deduct the drawings. So 64,450. Here cash balance, cash in bank, closing balance, debtors, closing balance here we are writing, not credit sales. Closing balance of debtors, stock, then sundry assets. That's it. So the balance sheet gets tallied. I hope you understood this problem.